Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today we're going to have chicken. I'm going to pronounce this word, but I'm going to mess it up. Scarpariello. Scarpariello? Anyway, that's what we're having. I'll spell it for you. Scarpariello. All right. Now they wanted chicken. They do not want the backbone or the wings, but I'm going to add the wings to mine, and the backbones I gave to some cats that are wild in the back, and I fed them that part. That's what I've done. We got a lot of prepping before we get started. They want 1 onion, and they want it thinly sliced. So we'll just start prepping this morning. That didn't work. So these are going to be half moons, then sliced. For the onion. This one's already changed, so we'll take this one off too. All right, we'll take that off. Let me see. Yeah, the rest is okay. My sons gave me a thumbs up, and please repeat that steak salad again. They were so happy with it yesterday. They ate the whole thing. That was a serving for 4. And I knew I wouldn't have any left. So it was nice. I know you're probably saying you feed your family a lot. Yeah, well, that's how I was raised. My mother spent a lot of time in the kitchen till the divorce. And I can tell you, families were divorcing left and right after Jane Fonda, burning the bras and all. It was just like, it just went down the line. The whole neighborhood changed. And you can't see what I'm doing. To the woman who asked about the cinnamon raisin, not the sourdough one, the regular one, I have to look at the recipe. I will do that after I finish cooking today and stuff. By the end of the day, you will have an answer to your question. It's just I've got to get this started because I have to pack lunches, and it's not something I can do at lunchtime, so I try to get this done early. You want 1 real red bell pepper. The reason they don't want a green one because this has a sweeter taste to it. Seed it and slice it nice and thin. The only time I'm picky about my bell peppers is when I want to make stuffed bell peppers and I want them to stand straight. That's the only time I'm really picky with what kind of bell peppers I want. And they say slice these thin too. See, I watch chefs. They'll cut the 4 sides of the bell pepper and they waste a lot of food. And then it goes out, you know, into the trash. I try to use as much of it as I can, even if it gives me slices that aren't quite level. I mean, I have a lot of stalks, so, you know, after a while, I drowned in stalks. So I have to sometimes go in another direction just to give me a break. Now, why do they want them all the same sizes? Because they all cook at the same time. You never realize how much waste it is until you start taking care of it yourself and you say, oh my God, there is so much waste in food. Now let's see what we have to take care of. Okay, you want that together. All right, how do you want these cut? Okay. You want the garlic with it? Yep. You're going to need 5 cloves of garlic. Okay, do you want them minced or whole? Okay. I was thinking about hash browns and how they are made. Everybody I know who makes them, they're never crunchy. They're a bit soggy. I told you some dishes I didn't like because people didn't know how to do them. But I was doing sweet potato fries with my son. And we were talking. This morning I woke up and I said, you know what? Try making some hash browns. Not now, but you know, try making some hash browns. And getting some ideas how I want to put it together in my head. I know, don't flag a knife around in the kitchen, but nobody's here but me. They do a fast mince. Don't worry. Well, that went flying, didn't it? Now I smashed them. Now I'll mince them. This is another way of doing it. It's a little faster than the other way. See how much easier that was? I put this in another bowl. Bell peppers and onions are in one bowl, and this is going in another bowl. What do you want with this one? All right, they want whole cherry peppers that are hot, and they want 5 of them. Didn't take much to do that one, did it? That's 5. Now what they want us to do is we want them seeded and rinsed. Well, seeded, we're going to have to split them in half to get to that part. Take the seeds out and the stems off. And then we'll rinse them. These must really be hot if they want them rinsed. This is not something that you usually find in my kitchen. I have other peppers, but not these. I can see why they say rinse them. You want them thin sliced? Yep, we're going to thin slice these, and you put them with the garlic as well. Okay, let's see. Is the skin going to be tough? Their skins are quite tough. Unless my sons used my knife and didn't tell me and didn't sharpen it. Fold them in half like this. They slice a little easier. Okay. And you know what I forgot to get up? I'm always forgetting something. Oregano. I don't know how hot these peppers are, but to take the seeds and everything, they've got to be pretty hot. All right, you need oregano. They want a whole teaspoon of oregano. I just cut my nails. I am not going to be able to. I was in the yard and my nails was just so chipped. Put it with your peppers and garlic. They want about a teaspoon. That I forgot to put out. Okay, we got that now. We're all going to use some brine. Brine is actually the liquid that these sit in, so it's pickling. And then we're going to use that. I'm going to need measurements. I brought them out. Where did I put them? Come on, Sandra, you had them in your hand. I threw them in the sink. I needed them and I threw them into the sink. Batting an excellent average. All right, you're gonna have your butcher cut up your chicken, or y'all cut it up yourself. You do not want the backbones. They say do not use the wings, but I'm going to use the wings because I like them. Okay? But the backbones I gave to the cats outside, so you have to cut your chicken up. The butcher said, would you like us to do it this time? I said, sure, so I didn't have to do it. They want you to rinse it and pat it dry. I did pat it dry, but you wouldn't guess it sometimes. Pat it dry again. Yeah, they also pump a lot of water in it so your birds are fatter after they die. Put liquid in them. They do it with your turkeys, your gooses, and everything. So when you think you're getting this really big roaster, you're not. These are simple things that they're doing to change our food around. That's why a lot of people try to get their meat from farmers, or if you have a bunch of different farmers, they'll use a bartering system, so they help each other, which makes a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie, it does make a lot of sense. All right. Oh my God. All right. You need, where is it? Oh, they want 1 teaspoon of salt. I would use kelp, but it's going to interfere because I read this recipe, so I know it's going to interfere with it, so I'll just use this. And some black pepper. They want 1/2 teaspoon. Well, I'm just about at the grounding point at this, so I'll just dump it all in. Am I concerned? Nah. I'm gonna crush them. Now you're going to have an oven-proof skillet. All right, so make sure that you have one to do this, because we're going to put the whole skillet into the oven when we're done. But I want to make sure that you know that. Other than that, you'll burn your handles and stuff off. I have one. I'm going to go get mine now. What? Come on. Okay, I'm going to light my stove. Do you know that I even had to learn how to light a match properly? A lot of people don't light it properly. Most people will hold it like this and strike it, right? That isn't how I was taught, because I had to cook at a wood-burning stove. We put our finger here so the match doesn't break, and we run across, and as it lights up, we pull our finger off, and that's how we light our matches. You don't waste as many, but I watch my sons go ch-ch, and they break it, and they throw it over there, and then they break another one, and I'm looking at them. I said, "You're not lighting." He said, "I know how to light a match." I said, "No, you don't." I thought I knew too. But I didn't. I had to learn how to do it. That way you don't waste matches, if you like matches. A lot of people don't anymore. Now you're going to put a tablespoon of oil in it, into your frying pan. We want this to get hot. Now they're talking about to the point where over medium-high heat just until smoking. Now while that's going on, you know the pepper and salt I ground up? You're probably saying you're going to sprinkle it. Yes, I am, over the chicken. Remember, we're going to start it on skin side down. Turn it over, we'll do the other side. That's going to have to be washed. I know, you want to see everything. Let's see if I can put you and I don't knock you over. Remember, they want it just till it starts to smoke. You don't want it thoroughly smoking, you just want to get it started. Let's get these out of your way. It's smoking. I can see the smoke coming up. Skin side down. By the way, they want the breast pieces half. Well, I got some more chicken I'm going to have to put in the pot. Now you're going to take a half a pound of sausage. They say sweet, but if you want more spice, you can use hot Italian sausages and take it out of the casing. And how do you do that? You just take it and you squeeze it and it'll come right out in the middle. Just like you're melting a cow. Now, if you make your own sausage, you don't have to worry about this. You could use it for stuffing and stuff. But they add, binders and stuff in it. So when you try to use it as stuffing in your meatloaf, it doesn't work. I'm not burnt. Moving this, we'll let it brown on one side and we'll flip it over, do it the other side, and then we're going to move it to a plate. can see why they don't want the wings, so you have enough in your pan, but I don't care. I'll make it a little crowded. I think the rest of it should go pretty ABC yesterday. You're going to take your rack, move it up to the upper middle, and turn your oven on to 350. Yeah, I got my oven clean. I was very happy about it. So I'm going to finish doing my chicken, and when I get to that point, I'll be back. Okay, now you're going to do the sausage. I'm going to turn this back up. They want you to break this up. But they put binders in it, so it's going to be harder to break up. If you make your own, it'll break up easier. breaking it up and looking to see how done it is. Oh, that got me. Oh. Put a paper towel on a plate so it can drain on the paper. Now they want you to throw the oil except for 1 tablespoon out. So I'm draining it. Okay. Add your onions and bell peppers. Now we're going to saute these, which they call sweating in America, but that's sauteing. So you have this on a medium-high heat, and we're just still cooking at the same temperature. I'm going to tell you, my son and I are going to try probably next weekend make cheddar popcorn. He and I were thinking about it. Except I would call it buttery cheddar popcorn. Don't know how it's going to come out, but we're going to, without a recipe, we're going to pull it off. We were talking, and he said, and I said, well, why would you use this? Wouldn't you use this and get a better flavor? And he said, yeah, I didn't think of that. I thought because I said, yeah, this is where you use flavors. He finally has time to come into the kitchen, and he's learning. He learns very fast, too. Okay, guys. I'm just going to let this cook for now. No, we need just to put the chicken back. This will be next, and this will be next. Okay, add your oregano, garlic, and those cherry peppers in here. Yeah, you can smell it. It's coming together. Okay, add 1 tablespoon of flour. Stir it around. Notice when I added the garlic, it was like 30 seconds to a minute. That is all you do, nothing else. You don't want to burn the garlic. I'm just trying to mix this flour in. Now you're going to add 3/4 of a cup of, they say chicken stock. I'm using beef and bone broth. That's what I have. And 2 tablespoons of the brine from your those peppers. I said scrape up whatever on the bottom. Well, that's going to happen automatically. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to scrape them. They're going to come up on their own anyway. All right, you're going to turn the heat off. Going to add the sausage. Mix it up. Now we're going to lay the chicken on this. I know it's going to get a little crowded, but that's okay. Only 1 piece burnt right there. Whatever drippings you have left in your plate, that's what you're going to do. Now we're going to put this in the oven and we are going to let it cook. Do you want it on top or the bottom? Am I going high or low on this? Okay, upper middle. All right. So we're in the upper third. And we're just going to let that cook. Not very exacting on this recipe. Oh, let me get you over here. Till the chicken thighs and the breast are done. So there, it's at 350 and we're going to just bake everything now, and that's the dish. Okay, so I'll see you when it's done. Okay, the dish is done. I'm going to show you. Here it is. Let me tilt you down a little better. That is the dish. Doesn't that look delicious? It's really, really hot. I just got it out of the oven. So listen, you take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.